Have you ever walked into a massive sports bar, grabbed your drink, and just stared at the wall?
Oh, yeah, all the time.
Right. You've got this staggeringly huge, totally seamless video playing perfectly across a staggered grid of TVs. Well, today, our mission for this deep dive is to decode the specific brain that makes that giant illusion happen.
Because it really is an illusion.
Yeah, and the brain behind it is a piece of hardware called the WolfPack 4K 60Hz 2x4 TV video wall controller by HDTV Supply.
It looks like magic, but it's really an intense feat of digital choreography. I think we naturally assume someone just plugged a really long cable into the back of a bunch of screens.
I mean, I definitely used to think that.
Right, but that would just give you 4 identical tiny pictures.
Which is pretty useless.
Yeah.
So to understand how the wall actually works, we first have to see how it handles the raw video signal. Okay, let's unpack this.
Let's do it.
Think of this controller less like a piece of tech and more like a master chef.
Oh, I like that analogy.
It takes this massive, ultra-detailed 4K 60 hertz pizza coming in via an HDMI or DisplayPort input and mathematically slices it into 4 perfectly proportioned 1080p 60 hertz slices.
Exactly, ensuring each TV gets exactly its assigned portion. And what's fascinating here is how it maintains a true point-to-point digital signal without relying on older interlaced video.
Wait, what does interlaced mean again?
Well, interlaced signals try to save bandwidth by rapidly drawing alternating horizontal lines, but that causes visual lag or blurring or tearing during fast motion.
Oh, so like when a hockey puck flies across the screen and looks all jagged or split.
Exactly. By forcing a purely progressive 1080p output for each screen, this brain ensures that when a hockey puck flies across the video wall, it doesn't stutter or visually tear in half as it crosses the gap from one TV to the next.
That makes total sense. That explains the smooth motion. But, modern spaces don't always arrange their TVs in a simple, boring square.
No, definitely not.
How does the image adapt when the screens are set up in creative layouts, like a horizontal strip or even a vertical tower?
Well, the device supports multiple splice modes, like 1x4, 2x2, or 4x1. And that's where the controller's spatial awareness kicks in. It calculates the physical width of the plastic bezels around the monitors.
There's borders.
Yeah, borders. And it hides the pixels that would naturally fall behind them using an automatic process called splicing edge adjustment.
Oh, wow. So it prevents a person's face from looking stretched out across the physical gap between the screens.
Exactly. It tricks your brain into treating the entire wall like a single window pane.
Okay, wait, let me push back on that for a second. The spec sheet says you can also rotate the image 90, 180, or 270 degrees via the remote control.
Right, yeah.
Why on earth would a sports bar need to rotate a TV exactly 270 degrees?
Well, that level of granular control tells you this isn't just for entertaining people with beers.
Oh, okay.
Think about architectural displays in hotel lobbies or modern art installations or custom control rooms where screens are mounted vertically or at bizarre angles to fit a highly specific space.
Oh, sure.
In fact, HDTV Supply has been building these global systems for 25 years, and this hardware is TAA compliant.
Wait, meaning it's approved for U.S. government purchasing, right?
You got it. So you might easily find this exact setup tracking satellite data in a federal facility where a visual glitch just isn't an option.
Okay, so it's less about sports and more about military-grade reliability.
Oh, for sure.
But if we are in a chaotic, loud environment, getting the picture right is only half the battle. How does this controller sync that massive visual with the house speakers without a frustrating audio delay?
It tackles that by de-embedding the audio. Letting 4 separate TVs try to handle the sound would be a total nightmare to sync.
An absolute echo chamber.
Exactly. So instead, the controller features a built-in volume knob and a 3.5mm output. It mathematically strips the audio data directly out of the raw digital feed before the visual split even happens.
And routes that sound straight to the house amplifiers?
Yep, completely seamlessly.
So what does this all mean? We're looking at a $450 box doing the heavy lifting of routing, scaling, bezel masking, and audio stripping, all in real time.
It's an incredible amount of processing power.
It really is. So the next time you look up at a massive multi-screen display, you'll know exactly the kind of invisible mechanics working behind the scenes to serve up that perfect picture.
It completely reframes how you look at displays.
Yeah.
And, that leaves you with a really fascinating question.
What's that?
If a single commercial box can effortlessly slice and rotate digital reality across 4 screens today, what happens when this technology shrinks to the consumer level?
Oh man, that's interesting.
Right. Will our future living rooms abandon single fragile TVs entirely?
Yeah.
We might just be looking at modular shape-shifting walls of glass instead.